Hi, this is Cyclone's Bond, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it on your calendar. We got a lot of people coming into the chat already. Hello, everybody. Let's get started. So we're having a little bit of a crash, and then we went up a little bit. And now we're crashing again. So let's have a closer look at that Bitcoin crash, the altcoin crash, and all that sort of things going on around the planet. Okay. So lots of people with lots of questions. We got Marlon, we got Super Whittle Guy. Make sure we get all those questions on the side panel here for me. So we got a nice full show. So it seems that the crash that we're going through right now, which what we pretty much already knew was going to happen, and where you should be getting very, very greedy with the amount of cryptos that you're buying, especially that Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Okay, so it seems for the next little while that people are going to be buying up quite a bit. We are already seeing this. Where a lot of the elites, not regular people, well, not a lot of regular people, are buying up all the Bitcoin that's going on sale for cheap. So hopefully you're amongst these people buying up that cryptocurrencies for much cheaper price. Okay, so it seems that the health of this situation is going to be coming against a hard part in the next little while. We got that Three of Swords happening. That's the goal of the. I think I'm picking up. It's more of the elites doing all of this sort of thing. Plus, we got Mr. Powell doing his thing, where he's starting to reverse course on many of the things that he'd said in that little interview that he had not that long ago. And I think the elites are hitting a wall and on trying to crash everything. So we're going to be seeing a lot of this wavering for the next little while, probably for the week or so, as everything is trying to decide itself. Of course, we got the King of Wands going on as well, just meaning there's going to be a lot of work by the elites, and it's not going to be going anywhere, trying to collapse everything. I think we're starting to see the separation of the crypto market and the regular traditional market at the very moment. Okay, so the money portion of everything going on right now, all the cards that I have down here are all about the elites and what they're doing. And of course, around the people, we have got our good old friend, the death card. So they're going to be going, we're going to see a lot more of them going bye-bye in the next little while as they try to struggle to keep everything going their way. Okay. But it's going to be failing quite a bit. We also got the Tower card right next to that. And of course, Right next to that, we got the moon, which is the darkness or things being revealed in the darkness. Okay, so a lot of things that were hidden for many, many years, we're going to be seeing a lot more information coming out about their plans moving forward and how they're going to be failing. Okay, so a lot of this card spread is about the rich and the elite who are just gouging themselves on the cryptocurrencies at the moment as we're going through this process moving forward. I know the elites are buying up the Ethereum. They're buying up the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Cash, and all that sort of thing. Of course, unfortunately, it's over the counter, so it doesn't affect the price on the exchanges. We're going to get very close to that point where they're going to have to buy on the exchanges because there's no more to be bought over the counter. So that'll be starting to affect the price as well. And when we have everybody starting to jump into the cryptocurrency market again, which is very, very soon in the next couple months, I'm picking up 2 to 3 months from now, that everybody's going to start to realize that the old financial system is pretty much done. And then they're going to have to look for a new place to park their money, either it be gold, silver, or cryptos. Okay, moving forward. And this is how a lot of people are going to become millionaires in the next little while, by buying that cryptocurrencies going forward. Okay. As I'm always saying, when everybody's afraid, be greedy. Okay. And everybody's like, in the regular world. We're seeing now that there's a lot of greed within the elites and the banking cartel, and that's, we should be watching them and maybe wondering why for those regular people. Okay, so there's that. So this is the moment in time that we should all be buying those cryptocurrencies at the dirt cheap price. $14,000-$16,000 or BTC. Probably we got down to 20 to 19,000. I think that may have been one of the bottoms. I am seeing a double bottom for whatever reason. The next bottom may be about 16,000 American for the BTC. Okay. Ethereum, I don't think it's going to get down that low. We might reach that 16,000 in a double bounce, double bottom I'm picking up. So just, you may not get that $700 to $1,200, but I'm thinking it's going to be about 16, 15,000 around in there for the double bounce. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. Okay, Bitcoin Black. A lot of people have been asking about that one for a long time. And they're asking the question, is it dead? Is it dead in the water? Will it ever see the light of day? So, there was another Bitcoin Black a long time ago, and I don't think it went too far. I think this is the brand new one that everybody keeps talking about. So let's have a look. Is it dead? I was always picking up that it probably, if it does go online, it'd probably be one of those cryptocurrencies that people go, okay. It's all the hype. I think it's going to be outgrowing that. It's hype. So, so the question is it dead in the water? Well, it's basically on the lines that I was talking about. The King of Pentacles, it's reversed. So not a lot of money is going into this one for whatever. People may have pre-bought a bunch of coins. I don't know if it was one of those ICOs or whatever they call it. it is coming to an end cycle. We got the 10 of Swords, our little friendly fellow here, very comfortable, right? So I'm thinking it's going to be coming to, and it tends are always the end of a cycle. So they're going to be coming to an end of a cycle for themselves. I am picking up that it might not be coming out on time or at all. And if it does come out, it'll be really lackluster, where everybody is just tired of waiting for something to really happen with this one. Okay, so I'm picking up it's probably not going to be. It's going to come out, but it's not going to be the thing people were thinking if it does come out. Okay, thank you for that. Polymath. So again, with Polymath for the next month or so, they're going to be going through a lot of hard times. They got the Page of Cups here, but it's reversed. So there's going to be a lot of emotional turmoil with this one for whatever reason. There is some money to be made with it. I think the price is going to be coming down quite considerably. If I can get the card here. We got good old death card. Not doesn't mean it, the thing is dead, but it may be very, very close. So they're going to have to pull things out of the fire to get things rolling again. But the other cards are telling me that things aren't okay for the next month or so. And you might want to just sit on it for the next little while if you do have some. If you're thinking of purchasing some, I think I would wait just to see what happens. This is only the month. So the next month period of time is going to be very, very difficult for them going forward. Even with the people that are involved with this one, there's a Three of Swords at the very end of the chapter. So they're going to be coming against something that they cannot defeat in the next month. And it's going to be really affecting prices going forward. And they're not going to have the right mixture of things moving forward for themselves. So this one, I would just sit, wait, watch for the next little while. There may be a good buying opportunity. So I personally would just wait on it and see what all the kerfuffle is about. It's probably going to be coming out into their news cycle or whatever moving forward. And then we'll determine it from there. Okay. Hopefully that helps everybody for Polymath. DGB. Somebody was already asking about DGB in the comments section. But we'll just do a quick DGB reading, and then when we get to the chat, we'll go through that one as well. So I think DGB is going to be one of those ones that just keeps on ticking. Okay, it's just going to keep going. It has a very strong community with it. It's probably not going to be worth a lot like many of the other cryptocurrencies, but it's going to be one of the ones that does survive and is going to be used by many people around the planet. It's fairly easy to get into, and it is usable, and maybe a gateway crypto to many of the other cryptocurrencies. But the cards are revealing that they're going to be going through a little bit of a hard time in the next little while, like many of the other cryptocurrencies at the moment. Okay. So there's going to be some news coming out from the DGB that they're having a little bit of problems with the programming and that sort of thing. And this is going to be affecting the price a little bit in the next month or so. We got that magician. So a lot of the things going on with the price are smoke and mirrors. Okay. What everybody thought was happening is not the actual story behind the story. I think they're going to be making deals with somebody that's going to be bringing them to a higher plane. Okay. Kind of saving the system altogether. Okay. Making it much, much better than it was and getting new partnerships, that sort of thing moving forward. I think this news that's going to be coming out is going to be affecting the price, and this is why this other um, entity comes into the fray just to help them out and move it forward for themselves. For the people that are involved in it, we got some building behind the scenes, of course, and they're going to be finding a good balance moving forward. So good. There's going to be some good buying opportunities out there for DGB, and there's going to be some good gains, but there's going to be a little bit of a rough patch in the next little while, just because of news, and then somebody comes in and helps them out and brings it forward. Okay. So what do we got next? Casper. I think it's not the ghost coin. It's the another one's, I guess, very similar. Let's have a look at that. And we got the dark. Hello, the dark. LTC. Oh, I'll get into that later. So Casper. It seems with this one that the health is a little bit shaky for the next little while because of everything that's going on right now, which is understandable. But there are people kind of getting away from this one and moving into other cryptocurrencies that are very similar or do a similar niche that Casper is in. And I think a lot of people are going to be enjoying that one a little bit better in the next little while. The money wise, it's going to be a little bit lackluster. A little bit of money to be made with this one, just not great amounts. Okay, it could be a good trading coin for the future if that is possible. And the people are going to be that are involved with this one are going to be doing rather well. It's going to be one of the coins that does stay around for a long period of time. And of course, we got that Queen of Pentacles, which is a very good card to have for the money side of everything going forward. You're going to be seeing a lot more news coming from this one in the near future. New things that are going to be built into the Casper protocol moving forward. Something that hasn't happened for quite some time. So there's going to be some new people working on it and making it more interesting for the future. But I think people are going to be, before that happens, people are going to be, and then moving on to something else. But after they do that, they're probably going to be coming back with all these new things coming into the protocol moving forward. Okay, so that was Casper. Not a bad one to get into. Just got to have a lot of patience with it. We're into the chat. Binance, Amex, KuCoin, and other exchanges are going to implement a 1 to 2% burn for Luna Classic, then repegging of USDT. I'd have to say no for the dollar question. Like I had previously said, you may want to look into the fork you probably have coins on the fork, which are probably going to be worth much, much more in the long run. Well, let's throw some cards down. Will it get to that $1 next year? It would have to burn a lot of cryptocurrencies. And I don't think it's going to be attracting the people that everybody was thinking. Yeah, with the amount of burning, I think it's going to take 5-6 years to get to that dollar if everything stays the way it is. I don't think many people are going to be getting into it for quite some time, putting more new money into it. Okay, just because they got the coins on the other fork. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be quite a while until that actually reaches that dollar, even with the burning. Okay. Sorry about that. And thank you. Hi, Andre. The U.S. Federal Reserve announced the FedNow digital currency payment system that is to be implemented in July of 2023 into 2024. Will they use XRP or some form of CBDC? Originally, it was supposed to be the XRP. That's why it was implemented into the banking system, especially here in Canada. I do know one person that actually worked on the protocol with Royal Bank and CIBC. Those are two Canadian banks for XRP moving forward. Fed now was supposed to be implemented on top of the XRP crypto. CBDCs is another system that was supposed to come out, or they were thinking of doing. It's a situation where not everybody got the memo about Fed now. Let's build something else. And we didn't get the memo about the Fed Now coin, which has actually been in the works for quite a few years now, actually. We didn't think it would actually come to light because there was no interest in it, and many of the banking cartel kind of dropped it like a hot potato. It could be something kind of a Hail Mary for the Federal Reserve. But I guess they didn't get the memo about the CBDCs. So they've been talking about CBDCs for the last 2 to 3 years now and haven't really done anything with it. So very interesting. I think it's more of a scare tactic for us regular folks, or to make the people feel okay about it. And I think they're going to be walking away from both payment systems moving forward because they have no clue what to do next. Okay, they have a lot of things that they are trying to get off the ground, but they just can't seem to get it because I don't know anybody who's actually working on it on the protocol anymore. I do know that the XRP was implemented into our banking system. I just haven't heard any of the programmers I know working on the Fed now, and most of them are fairly connected with many of the banking programmers out there. So I think they're just throwing a Hail Mary. Okay, so because Mr. Powell is between a rock and a hard place right now. He's being told not to do the thing that he was doing. And I was telling a friend today that he may be replaced very, very soon. So that'll be interesting as well. So yeah, it's something I wouldn't worry about, either one of those. Okay, thank you for that. Ah, there we go. Hi, Andre. Will the graph crypto do better than XRP within the next 12 months? Hmm. Okay. I think XRP will actually do better than Graph for the next little while, and especially in that time cycle, because I think XRP has a bit more, what do you call it, infrastructure than Graph. I think Graph is a bit more new and may not have all the infrastructure needed necessary to do the things that XRP can do at the moment, even with the lawsuit and all that sort of thing or investigation. So I believe XRP will be doing much, much better than Graph in the next 12 months. Okay, thank you for that. Hi, Andre. If bread is $2 now, a loaf in UK, what price will it be in 12 months? $6 or £6, I guess. In uh, in Canada, is that the price of bread now? $6?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's about $6 right now, I believe. Which, if you change it to pounds, you always want 2.5 times Canadian. So yeah, I could see about 6 to 9 pounds for a loaf of bread in the next little while. Not only because of the financial system in the UK right now, which is very dire. It is also the next harvest season. So when that harvest comes off out of the ground, made into bread, it's going to be even more money because of all this um, fertilizer stupidity from the United States and Canada, which is going to be boosting the price of goods or food at a much, much higher cost. Even meat is because you need grains to feed the beef and the pigs and the chickens. So that costs extra money. So when the farmer has to go out and buy feed, which is more pricey for the next season, so meat is going to be even more expensive than it is now. Maybe fish will all turn to fish because it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be 6 to 9 pounds. Okay, thank you for that, Bob. Hi, Andre. Do you see Doge's coin? Will it hit $1 by the end of the year? Yeah, it's gonna not quite. It's gonna be very, very close, like 98 cents or something like that Canadian. Assuming you're talking American, so it's gonna be 82, 83 cents around in there. Okay. Well, thank you for that question. So it will get to $1, but probably not this year. Okay. Thank you for that. Will the banks ever sell crypto? Um, they already are. Um, just not to us regular folks. Many world banks are already into the cryptocurrency world. And there are already many banks are just selling it to their richest clients. Okay. So it's only the rich people can get the cryptocurrencies from the banks. Um, Something that you shouldn't really need to worry about because you get them from an exchange or from a machine or from people who sell cryptos. So you shouldn't have to worry about cryptocurrencies from a bank. But yeah, they already are. When will they start selling to the regular folks? Would be the good question. I was actually listening to TMI today, and he's talking about another bank that was selling cryptocurrencies to their richest clients in South Korea, I think. So, as soon as the market starts to crumble more noticeably, then they're going to be bringing those out because the timing, and it's going to be a lot of victories for the regular folks, and it's going to be pumping up the price of regular cryptos for us regular folks that have been holding on for it for quite some time. So it's going to be very, very soon, probably within the next year or so for us regular folks. Okay, thank you. Ethereum 2.0 price prediction. This was Canadian. It's probably going to be about 4,000, 5,000 in the next couple months. Around in there. It's going to go way beyond that, of course, as soon as all the, I think there's 4 stages to the 2.0. There's the purge, the splurge, and the merge, and the all that. And then I can't remember the 4th thing that's supposed to be. They call Vitalik named them weird things. Yeah, when all that starts to take place, the price is going to go crazy. At the moment, when it does do this, which I think is going to be late, okay, again, I'm thinking that it's going to be $4,000 to $5,000 in that area, Canadian. So whatever that is in American. Okay, thank you for that. We're having technical problems. Marlon, do you think we will hit 14,000, 16,000 BTC this week then? I think we already answered. I think it'll be 18, 19 American. It already got down to 19 the other day. I'm thinking it's going to be a double bottom. Probably closer to 16K BTC. For the ETH, I'm thinking more 13. I think it got down to 14 American the other day. He says it's around 19 now. ETH, or I guess that's the BTC, 19. Yeah, so 18, 17 in that area for the BTC. Then the ETH, I think it's going to be down to 16, 17. Okay? So I think there's going to be a double bottom. Boop, boop. Okay, thank you for that. How much longer is the Fed going to raise rates? It won't be long. they're already talking to Mr. Powell. You should stop what you're doing right now. So I think he may do a little of both. You see, it's a you have to raise rates to get us out of. It's one way of getting yourself out of recession, but it's disturbing the stock market, right? When you do that, and the people who do trades and all that every day are getting a little bit nervous, and all those people that are making all the big money from the stock market are are getting a little nervous with all this raising of rates because they want to stabilize the system. But when you raise rates, unfortunately, it starts to pump prices up and all that sort of thing. But when you do continuous money printing, okay, it also does it keeps the investors happy, but it doesn't keep the regular folks happy trying to buy that loaf of bread for £9, right? Because you're diminishing your fiat currency when you keep printing money. Raising rates, you're doing the opposite, but you're harming the stock market at the same time. So they might have to do this. So they're between a rock and a hard place. You either keep printing money and printing your money into oblivion of being worth nothing, but in keeping your investors happy, or you raise rates and trying to get everything back into order by causing a big recession. So where do you want to put your money? Probably in a safe spot like gold, silver, and crypto. Okay, because the way the Fed is, it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. Okay, so I think it's going to be very, very soon that they're going to be changing gears, and then they're going to be changing again. Okay, thank you for that question. Hi, Andre. What about the September rise for crypto because of ETH? Yeah, it's still a thing. I think there's going to be a little bit of. Now, it's not going to be happening exactly right away. It's going to be these things are always a little delayed by a little bit. So when I think it's the 15th or 16th of next month that it happens, okay, it's probably going to be a little bit after that where everything starts to take off. Okay, it doesn't happen immediately. Though everybody getting excited and pumping money into it is going to be probably a week or two before, up to 2 weeks before the actual 15th or 16th, whenever that block hits. It might change a little bit because of the amount of blocks that are running. Okay, so yeah, everything's going to go a little after the ETH thing. Okay, thank you for that. Digibyte or Monero? I like me Digibyte. And I do like Monero. I don't have any Monero, unfortunately. But I do like it, and I do like the concept behind it, and all that sort of thing. But me personally, I would go with the Digibyte. Not because it's the better of the two. It's the one that governments are not going to go after. Okay, anything that has hidden parts to it, like Dash or Monero or Zcash or Litecoin now has a little feature you can make it your private key thing. Banks and governments do not like that. So in the long run, I think it's going to go to Digibyte. Just for that reason. Okay. And yeah, it's going to be Digibyte for the win for the next little while until our society has actual freedom. Okay. But for the next little while, I believe it's Digibyte overall. Okay. Thank you for that. Chan B, I haven't seen her in a long time. Hi, Andre. Avalanche has been in the news lately. Would you look, please? I'm just kidding. Don't tease the people watching. Only tease the cats. Don't tease the watchers of the show.
Hmm.
Okay. Avalanche. Yes, it has been in the news lately. It's going to be one of the survivors, of course, of when all things happen. Seems that their health it's going to be okay. There's going to be a long journey ahead of them moving forward. So there's going to be some instance that's going to take a long time to overcome. I think they were having some problems not that long ago, so they're going to take some time to recover from that. Maybe a year or two till everything straightened itself out. The money is going to be fine. We got that Ace of Pentacles right off the top. Okay, so there's going to be some good buying opportunities there for everybody moving forward. So the money is going to be there. They just have to get through this little news thing that was kind of plaguing them in the last little while. That is actually keeping people up at night, actually. That little news blurb, whatever it was, I wasn't paying that close of attention to it. But overall, I think they're going to be just fine. Okay. And the price is going to be coming to a nice buying opportunity point for everybody out there. Not financial advice, of course, but if you like to buy some, maybe a good chance to get some nice and cheap. Okay. Thank you for that. Will Cyclone reach $2 by 2025? Having a card malfunction today. Okay. It doesn't appear to be where Cyclone is going to be reaching that point. We got that wonderful devil card. People are too tied to the things that do not work for them. That's basically the devil card. For whatever reason, they can't change quick enough to meet the needs of the market. So I'm thinking this is going to be keeping the price down low for the next little while until they do figure that out for themselves. So unfortunately, it's going to be one of these cryptocurrencies that you're going to have to be very, very patient with as soon as, and hopefully they catch up with the rest of the crowd. Okay? Thank you for that. When will the drip take off? $50 a token. When will drip take off? Okay. I do know how to read. Don't worry. Okay. When will it take off? I think it's going to be another year or so until it really takes off explosively, basically with everything else. On its own, I don't think it's going to be taking off for another 2 years or so till it has their own legs to run on for the next little while. Everybody's attention is on the bigger tokens right now, or cryptos right now. So not a lot of attention is going to be on Drip Network. Money goes where attention is, right? Or goes. So much of the attention is going to be on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and that sort of thing moving forward. So just be aware of that, and that it's going to be tying up a lot of the other cryptocurrencies for the next little while because everybody's attention, regular folks, is on Bitcoin. Okay. So where attention is, that's where the money goes, right? So thank you for that question.
That's this Visas.
Visas?
Yeah, not. Yeah, there's a typo.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Go back to the other one. Reach $3 in the next 2 to 3 years. It's going to be darn close for that time period. We may have a yes for Dilly for once. Yeah, it's going to be reaching that amount and that, or very, very darn close in the 2 to 3 year period for that one. The 5 to 10 year outlook, I think it's going to be very, very good, actually. We got the star, and we got some good partnerships. We got the 2 of Cups, which is partnerships moving forward for them. So the outlook for V systems looks very, very good. Okay, thank you for that question.
Let me see if this looks like it. Nope, doesn't look like it. Never mind.
It's one of our Twitch people doing interesting things. Hello, Dark.
Oh, for freak's sakes. Where did it go? It was right there.
Will share token crypto reach $5 US in the next 2 to 3 years? Will we get another yes for Mr. Dilly? I don't think it's going to get to that $5 US in the next 2 to 3 years, but it's going to be nice and close for that. Let's look at the 5 to 10 year outlook. So this is share token. Yeah, I don't see it lasting much longer than the 5-year period. It's either going to be disappearing or it's going to be merging or rebranding itself into something else. Okay, thank you for that, Dilly. Would you be able to do a 3-card reading for my 85-year-old mom who just lost her partner? Oh. No problem. Apparently, there's going to be a little bit of financial difficulty in the next little while for her, or I think she's going to have the amount of money. She just may not know how to handle that situation. Her partner may have been the one that was handling that situation. So she's going to be needing help with that going forward. Yeah, she's going to be a little lost for the next little while. So just bring in a lot of good people that can, friends, family, that sort of thing, to help her out for the next little while. Well, one of these people is that doesn't show it on the outside for the most part. So yeah, just make sure that she's going to be getting all the people around her helping her when she asks for it. Don't push it on her. But I do have a feeling that she's going to be asking you or somebody very close to you for a bunch of assistance just to do the day-to-day stuff. Okay, Thank you for that. Hopefully that helps you. $40? Isn't it past $40? It's like 78 or something. Canadian, that is. Litecoin. Let's look. Let's see how many maple syrups it costs. It's $69 in maple syrups. So whatever that is, $55 USD now. Okay. So there's that.
Oh, he wants to go down.
Oh, you want it to go down. Oh, well. Well, you know, Litecoin, it never really goes down much. How many Timbits is that? That's, oh, that's a whole box worth. That's a box of 20 at least.
Few.
That's quite a few. You might have to get the party pack, which is 60 or 70. So, big box. If you live here in Canada, you can get a big box of Timbits. Actually, we had a big box of donuts at work the other day. So somebody did the Timmy's run. I only had one. Because the other guys in my crew were... So I did only get one.
I had cookies today.
The wife had cookies today.
Someone gave us cookies.
So $40 still on the cards. Getting back to being serious.
Serious crypto.
Serious. I don't see it actually going down that low. It may go down to $50 to $49 American in the next little while. So be ready for that, and it's probably going to go back up to that $55 American in no time flat. Okay, thank you for that. The Pope ordered all Vatican businesses to withdraw money out of the banks and put it in the Vatican Bank by October 1st. European or other banks about to collapse. Now, the Vatican actually has its own banking system, which is backed by gold. Weird, okay? But yes, there is going to be some banking issues in the next little while, which we had been predicting for quite some time now. In China, they got tanks around banks. So that's pretty much a canary in the coal mine to what's going to be happening here in the next little while. This is why I keep pushing cryptocurrencies. Whatever money you have extra, put it into cryptocurrencies as much as you can. Not financial advice, of course. There's the fast money for all your bills and all that sort of thing. Food, lodging, and everything extra. You may want to consider putting it into silver, cryptos, that sort of thing moving forward. Because when they flick that switch in the next little bit, things are going to get a little hairy for a short period of time. Okay, so yes, this is a good indicator of things to come. Thank you for that, Marlon. Hi, Andre. So the SEC is now trying to go after XLM now as a security. How will that turn out? XLM will win. XRP will win. It's a fear tactic. And it's going to be a long, drawn out thing until somebody like BlackRock comes along and goes, go away. Or some huge entity comes into play and tells the SEC where to go. I have this feeling that that's going to be actually happening in the next little while. The SEC is going to pick on the wrong cryptocurrency coming up who is backed by somebody like BlackRock. And BlackRock's going to go away. And I think it's going to be a prolonged, boring, stupid thing. They're going to still do business everywhere. Maybe all these cryptocurrencies should get out of the US and do business in other countries and offer it to the American people as well. But just staying in the United States itself is probably not very good right now for cryptocurrencies in general. Okay, thank you, Super Whittle Guy. Will USD be 2 to £1? To the £1?
$2 1 pound.
Oh, $2 1 pound?
I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm thinking so. They're starting to stabilize themselves, and the attack dogs of the banking industry are pulling back a little bit because they may need these stable coins very, very soon for their own means. But I do believe it's going to be going back to where it needs to be in the next little while. I would still be a little careful and not store really that much money unless it's tied up in some DeFi thing. I know a lot of these things, stable coins, have some DeFi and all that sort of thing. I would only use it for daily thing because it's the same as the American dollar. Why would you want to keep your cryptocurrency in something like that? I would just use it for the basics, buying things, and just keep the majority of it in something that's actually growing, like Bitcoin. Okay. But yeah, they'll be back at it soon. One more. Veritasium is on the way back, but it's going to be very slow. It's going to take a while for I can't remember the gentleman's name. We actually talked to him during a meeting.
Reggie Middleton?
Reggie Middleton. Thank you. A word from above.
Above?
Or beside. Yeah, I think he's going to get everything back together. And I think there's going to be somebody else that's going to be coming along and helping him with that business. Okay? Thank you for that.
Okay.
Shall we call it there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
There's only 2 more and I can't find them. So.
Okay. It's okay. Can we have the email or the website? Thank you. I guess we'll cut it there now. The wife's having a little bit.
Long day.
Wife says it's been a long day, and that's okay. I got dishes to do and all that sort of thing. Always grateful for everybody coming out. The cats are fine. They're sleeping. They're relaxing. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays, Sundays at 10 a.m. Central, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark that on calendar. And if you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secondreadingbyandre.com where all the added information is there. If you'd like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to secondreadingbyandre.com where all that information is there as well. It's an affiliate link. So if you do happen to purchase something from that link, we make a little bit of money from that. So thank you in advance. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Get your treasure. It's okay. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be back Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be back
Okay.
Thursday.
We'll be raring to go Thursday. So until we meet again, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll